What if I told you becoming a millionaire wasn't some Wall Street secret? It's about a few boring habits practiced with extreme consistency over time that completely changed the game. Seriously, these 5 habits changed my entire financial life. They took me from broke and stressed to financially free, and I truly believe they can do the same for you. Let's get right into the first one, because it's the foundation for everything else. This is the habit you absolutely cannot skip. It's all about your mindset first. I stopped seeing money as something to just spend and started seeing it as a tool, a powerful tool to build the future I wanted, not just for instant gratification. This mental shift was monumental. Instead of asking, what can I buy? I started asking, how can this single dollar work for me? It changed every decision I made. I began to view every single purchase through the lens of long-term value. Was this new gadget an asset or just a rapidly depreciating liability in my hands? This mindset isn't about being cheap. It's about being incredibly intentional. It's about taking control and telling your money exactly where to go, with purpose and a plan. You have to genuinely believe that wealth is possible for you, not just for CEOs or lottery winners, but for regular people who make smart, consistent choices every day. Once that core belief clicks into place, everything else becomes so much easier. It fuels your motivation and keeps you going when the journey inevitably gets a little tough. Okay, that brings us to habit number 2, which is the practical application of that mindset. This is where the rubber really meets the road. Paying yourself first, always. Most people pay their bills, their rent, buy groceries, and then save whatever is left over. I completely flipped that script. I decided to save and invest first. The moment my paycheck hit my bank account, a percentage was automatically transferred to my investment and savings accounts. This was completely non-negotiable for me, like a tax. This simple act of automation is pure magic. It removes willpower and emotion from the equation. You're building wealth on autopilot without even thinking about it every single month. I started small, with just 10% of my income. As my earnings grew, I increased that percentage to 15%, then 20%, and even higher. It became a challenge. The key is to make the money disappear before you even have a chance to spend it. Out of sight, out of mind. Your lifestyle simply adapts to what remains. This ensures your future self is your most important bill. You're prioritizing your own financial freedom above all those other expenses that crop up and demand your attention. It builds discipline and forces you to live on less than you make, which is the golden rule of personal finance. This is where real financial momentum begins to build. This one habit alone, if you start today, will put you light years ahead of most people. Automation is your best friend on the path to becoming a millionaire. Trust me. Now for habit number 3, which works hand in hand with paying yourself first. It's the art of living well below your means, but doing it intelligently and not miserably. This isn't about eating ramen noodles every night or never going out with friends. It's about conscious spending and avoiding the trap of lifestyle inflation as your income grows. I made a critical decision early on. Every time I got a raise or a bonus, I pretended it didn't happen. I kept my core living expenses exactly the same. Instead of upgrading my car or moving to a fancier apartment, I funneled that entire extra amount directly into my investments. This dramatically accelerated my wealth-building journey. I focused on the big 3 expenses: housing, transportation, and food. By keeping those costs low, I freed up a huge chunk of my income for investing and saving. I drove my reliable old car for years, long after I could have afforded a new one. That single decision saved me tens of thousands of dollars in the long run. I learned to cook amazing meals at home instead of constantly eating out. It was healthier, cheaper, and honestly, a really enjoyable skill to develop and share with others. This isn't about deprivation. It's about aligning your spending with your actual values. I valued financial freedom far more than I valued a brand new luxury car payment. You identify what truly brings you joy and spend lavishly on that, while cutting back ruthlessly on the things that don't matter. It's about being a spending minimalist. This habit creates a powerful gap between what you earn and what you spend. That gap is your secret weapon. It's the raw material for building your future fortune. The bigger that gap becomes, the faster you can reach your financial goals. Living below your means is what gives your money the oxygen it needs to grow and multiply. That leads us directly into habit number 4, which is arguably the most powerful wealth generator of all. You have to invest, and you have to do it consistently. Saving money in a bank account is not enough. Inflation will slowly eat away at your purchasing power. You must put your money to work in assets that grow. I started investing in low-cost index funds. It was simple, diversified, and didn't require me to be a stock-picking genius. I just bought the entire market and let it grow. The key was consistency. Every single month, like clockwork, my automated transfers would buy more shares, regardless of whether the market was up or down. This is dollar-cost averaging. This strategy removes the fear and greed that trip up so many investors. I wasn't trying to time the market, I was just focused on my time in the market. Compounding is the 8th wonder of the world for a reason. Your investments earn returns, and then those returns start earning their own returns. It's an unstoppable financial snowball. The earlier you start this process, the more powerful it becomes. Even small, consistent investments made in your 20s can grow into an absolute fortune over several decades. Don't be afraid of market downturns. In fact, learn to see them as opportunities. When the market is down, your fixed dollar amount is buying more shares at a discount. Think of it like your favorite store having a massive sale. You wouldn't run away scared. You'd be excited to buy things you wanted at a much lower price. This consistent, long-term approach to investing is what separates amateur investors from those who successfully build lasting wealth. It's a marathon, not a frantic, stressful sprint. Which brings me to the 5th and final habit, the one that truly supercharges everything else. This is the habit of creating and nurturing multiple streams of income. Relying on a single paycheck from one employer is one of the riskiest financial positions you can be in. If that job disappears, your entire financial world collapses overnight. I started by looking at my skills and hobbies. I was good at graphic design, so I started taking on small freelance projects on the side during evenings and weekends. It wasn't a lot of money at first, but it was extra. And every single dollar from that side hustle went directly into my investment accounts, accelerating my compounding machine. Then I explored other avenues. I started a small e-commerce store. I invested in dividend-paying stocks that provided a passive income stream, and eventually, even real estate. The goal is to diversify your income sources just like you diversify your investments. This creates a safety net and dramatically increases your earning potential over the long term. Even an extra few $100s a month from a side hustle can make a massive difference. That could be an extra $2,400 a year or more going to work for you. Think about what you're good at. What skills do you have that other people would be willing to pay for? Start small, test the waters, and see what works. This isn't just about making more money. It's about building resilience. When you have multiple income streams, you are no longer fragile. You become anti-fragile and much stronger. So, to recap, shift your mindset, pay yourself first through automation, live below your means, invest consistently for the long term, and build multiple streams of active income. These aren't glamorous secrets. They are simple, fundamental truths about money. But when you combine them and practice them with discipline, their power is absolutely transformative. They work together in a beautiful synergy. Living below your means gives you the capital to invest. Your investments grow while your side hustles add more fuel to the fire. It's a system, a repeatable process that you can start right now, today, regardless of where you are financially. You don't need to be rich to start this journey. You just need to be disciplined and have a clear vision for the future you want to build for yourself. The habits will take care of the rest of it. Your daily financial choices, no matter how small they seem, are the building blocks of your future wealth. Each one is a vote for the person you want to become. You are the architect of your financial destiny. These habits are simply the most reliable and proven tools you can possibly use to build a strong and lasting foundation. It won't happen overnight. This is a journey of 1,000 small steps, taken consistently day after day, month after month, and year after year, building on each other. The power is not in any single action, but in the relentless consistency of all of them working together over a long period of time, creating an unstoppable momentum. Aren't just about money. They are about freedom. The freedom to choose your work, to spend your time how you want, and to live life on your own terms. Wealth isn't the pile of money. It's the choices that money gives you. What's one money habit you're going to start implementing this week? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Simple Stroke Official for more.